Hello and welcome back to another optimization guide, as always just to save yourself a bit of time and tinkering. So I recently moved to this ultra wide, as you can see, 100Hz, Quad HD. HDR is not detecting here for some reason, God knows why. Yeah, triple buffering, I didn't feel like this made much of a difference, and I know that it affects input lag, so off. Maybe you're having fluctuations in FPS and you want to leave that on. Depends on your configuration. Yeah, so as always, I'm using FastSync here. Use VSync as a last resort for tearing because of the input lag effects. So G-Sync or FreeSync, obviously you want to use them if you got them. Yeah, this next one here is part of why I bought the game. Basically what it's doing is lowering the resolution around the screen. I did try aggressive, but it ends up with weird lines that looks like screen tearing, kind of looks like motion blur as well. Yeah, it definitely does get a really good result, but it clashes with the temporal anti-aliasing solution. So basically every time you boot the game with the temporal anti-aliasing enabled, it will shut it off. So just make sure you're going into the settings and reactivating this. Next up is rendering scale, obviously 100%. You could settle for a bit less there, especially if you're on an AMD solution and you can't use this multi-res shading. Maybe bump that down about 30% at most. Textures, as always, you want to have these as high as possible in pretty much any game, but again, that's going to depend on your video RAM there. Anisotropic filtering is an easy one to run, so definitely highest. Shadows, highest or medium if you absolutely have to. Volumetric lighting, so I always say this in games that anything volumetric fog or volumetric lighting is going to be pretty hard to run anyway, and there's not a huge difference between the settings usually. So this is definitely one that you can cut straight away to low. Temporal anti-aliasing, as I mentioned earlier, definitely want to have that on. Lens flare, all these settings, just horrible settings. I mean, sometimes you can get away with a bit of bloom in games like Saints Row 4, but in this one it just makes everything look too saturated and just cheapens the experience. Subsurface scattering, this is definitely one you want if you're paying attention to the story, like people's faces and whatnot. And the ambient occlusion here, so this is definitely one that you want on to add depth to the field of view. Screen space reflections, definitely recommend having that on, but if you absolutely have to, then cut it. Particles, you can definitely go for medium there. Remains, this is going to depend on how much RAM you have, so just keep an eye on your RAM usage, maybe all the way down to medium or low even. Foliage and debris, so you could definitely settle for high there. And detail, as always, you're going to want it as high as possible. So let's get into it, and I'll turn my sound on a bit. So this is definitely a beautiful game. I've just got it on Steam sale for £20. Also purchased Prey the other day as well. A battle. I love the mechanics in this with the fight.
Oh, hello, new ammo friends. You ready to kill some fuckfaces?
Really feels like this game at points. Which is a good thing, honestly. It's got that type of humour. sitting area. I haven't played that much of Blue Dragon anyway, so.
I'll just take this.
How do I teleport back now? Yeah, I do. The hub area is quite nice looking.
I found your pals in the forest.
Give him the crude.
What about them?
They were playing a little fast and loose out there.
Give him the crude.
What did you expect on the frontier?
Let's just say you could fit what's left of them into a decorative vase.
Will you just go?
Oh, well, then I'm gonna have to think about how to source some more.
Just relax, old man. I got you covered.
You are such a...
Call me old man again, and I'll cut your wang off.
I read you loud and clear, sir.
Come see me again if you find yourself at loose ends.
Hey, I've been meaning to ask you about these swords.
Yes?
You say you made these? These are Tamagahane steel. You don't just make Tamagahane steel blades.
You don't, but I do. I apprenticed for 20 years, and each sword takes me around 6 months.
You spent 2 decades learning this?
That was a quick study.
How did you find a master swordmaker willing to take you on, given your, you know...
My non-traditional skin color?
Yeah.
I learned from my grandfather. He was a traditionalist, but was able to overlook my background, given the complexity of our family history.
Do tell.
My grandfather was the last surviving member of the Masamune clan.
Is that so? And let me guess, your uncle was Kaiser Soze?
Believe what you want. I am who I am.
Ha! I've heard that one before. I think it was, Yahweh. Or was it Popeye? I always get those two mixed up.
Your disbelief is reasonable. My family was a living ghost story. They forged the Nobitsura Kage. If you believe that sort of thing.
Believe it. Brother, I own it.
Now, who is telling tall tales?
Oh, I got it right here. But it's not what it used to be.
No?
I used it to... kill a god. After I did that, it began shrinking. See?
Fascinating. Does it have the powers from the stories?
It did. Little hard to wield now, though. Unless you're Mighty Mouse.
What if I told you I could fix it?
I'd say that's the third most unbelievable thing you've said during this conversation.
Let's see. Oh, dear. I don't have the correct scrolls here. They're in my grandfather's library. If you retrieve them, I will see what I can do.
Oh, don't worry. Fetch is my favorite game.
I'm not telling you how to live your life. If you're in the neighborhood, check it out. Or don't.
Whatever you say.
Well, dude. Yeah, I was gonna mention that NVIDIA multi-res shader. It does cause a slight glow around the screen on the right and the bottom. It's a bit weird. It's not too distracting, but I'd rather have that FPS boost and a slight glow around the screen. Not too bad, I guess. That sounded idiotic, but you got the drift. Alright, let's have a look. forget it. Search for the scroll. Yeah, as I mentioned, I got Prey as well. Seems pretty good, it's easy to run. Probably do an optimization guide for it, but it doesn't really have much settings, to be honest. And I'll probably revisit a bunch of my games just to see what FPS I can get.
This is my rifle. This is my weapon. Wait a second. Fresh ammo. Nothing like it. Smell of demon guts in the morning. Looks like this isn't your year.
Sounded a bit like the Gotta be up here somewhere.
not the ugliest thing I've killed today.
This looks important. Or not. Now I'm completely lost. Thought there was a secret way up there, but there's no one.
Pull yourself together, man. the ugliest thing I've killed today.
Oh, that was cool. Yeah, I haven't played any of the previous games of this. I'm guessing I didn't miss a huge amount. We were talking about things that obviously did not clue about from the previous ones. Like that shrinking sword. The music in this game totally reminiscent of like Doom, kind of. Maybe a little less metal. Oh, is this not the place for the room? Thought it was for a second there. I think. It's quite a complex map.
Oh, hello, new ammo friends. You ready to kill some people?
Oh, there's a box here. No. Finally. Just want to see if there's a boss battle up here.
I love the smell of demon guts in the morning.
Ninja gang.
Looks like someone's been through here before us.
Wait, I think I've been to this place.
Wow, they really did a number on this place.
Looter's gonna loot. At least we got this diary. Consolation prize for the old man.
Guess you're not getting your sword back after all.
Oh, I'm getting it back.
But the instructions...
All I have to do is steal them back.
How can we find who took them?
Well, we can start by tracking down whoever it
Huh. Smart.
is. Try to keep my intelligent moments to one side here. Get ready for a tsunami of stupid.
Alright, I think I've about wrapped things up for the evening in this video. Do like, do subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.